Marshall Thundering Herd and the Georgia Southern Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me before the game, this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keep. Maybe some room here. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up the 1st down. Made a defender miss. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Eagles offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. Running inside, it's Todd. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Hauls it in. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
Special teams is such a momentum builder. A lot of times you see it change games, and it's so nice when you're a defense and you're about to go on the field. All of a sudden you get a fumble, and now you don't have to go on the field. Man, a great feeling. Hey, offense, you got this. Go take care of it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense.
Got a little grass on the nasty move, and now he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Now from inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And they tacked on the extra point. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Looking to fire. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here.
Got room on the return. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Herd! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
out in the backfield. It's Phillips. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Might as well stick with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Pulls it on the option. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Pulls it and runs it again. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Eagles moving quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. Oh, he got loose. Here's a little room there. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. At the 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Georgia Southern will have it now, first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Tight end now in motion. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's past the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. Now the toss. Makes it past the marker. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try to pop the draw. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. Marshall quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here comes the heat. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Now sliding to his left. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 35, he's got room. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And as he throws, almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Utah taking on the UCF Knights. And it's the home team engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing. Back now to your game inside Paulson Stadium. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now the pitch. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. The keeper on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Hard-hitting tackle.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The pitch. He goes airborne and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Just feeds the running back. Maybe a crease. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. Third down coming. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
They boot it away on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Marshall quick to the line. Pulls it again on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's a draw. Fights off a defender. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And here comes the offense on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And the Eagles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A little release to the back. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The play action fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got rid of it just in time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
It's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. keep. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Under fire. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. Could be an alley. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Red pass, it's complete.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Slips. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable.
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Looking to throw, it's Cavazos. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's going for the goal line. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And back to the air on 2nd down. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving